What's up guys, Wolf Movies here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. This movie actually has nothing to do with the first two, so there's no Michael or anything like that. The reason why this one's so different is because the Halloween series was originally going to be an anthology series movie, meaning one movie would tell a different story from the other. I don't know why Halloween 2 was a direct sequel to the first one instead of its own thing, if this is true, but I guess that's how they did it. But is this movie bad because of no Michael Myers? Let's find out. The movie begins a few days before Halloween, when we then see someone running from a car for some reason. Then 1 hour later we see someone watching a news report, and apparently a piece of Stonehenge has been stolen. We then see this annoying commercial.
2 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. 2 more days to Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
I don't know why, but this commercial kind of reminds me of that one Halloween video game Underground commercial for some reason.
Video game Underground has the best video games in town. Video game Underground.
We then meet the main character, Dan, who works at a hospital. The same guy running from the that car earlier came to the hospital and keeps on saying like they're coming to kill us or something. Then at night someone goes to the patient's room and kills him. Then the man that killed the patient goes in his car and lights himself on fire. The hospital staff is trying to find out what happened, and they find out that before the patient died, he bought a mask that the commercial from earlier was advertising. Dan then heads to the Silver Shamrock factory, which is the company that was making the mask, and he gets a tour of the factory. We then meet the person who's running the company, named Colonel Cochran, I think. Dan investigates the factory and finds out some of the staff were androids. Colonel then, I'm gonna call him Cochran from now on. Cochran then takes Dan deeper into the factory, and we see the piece of Stonehenge that was mentioned earlier in the movie. Cochran then demonstrates to Dan what the stone does with a test room with a child in a mask and his parents. The mask kills the kid when the annoying commercial comes on, and his head turns into a bunch of bugs and snakes because of the tag on the mask. I'm not making this up, by the way. Watch the movie for yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about. Cochran then ties up Dan and puts him in a room with a TV. Dan cuts through the rope and escapes, and then he goes to the controller room where the stone is and makes all the TVs there play the commercial. And on like these catwalks, he throws down the tags that were on the mask and kills most of the staff. Then the stone glows and turns Cochran into stone, and he disappears. This movie's weird. Dan then escapes the burning factory, and he calls the TV station and tries to get the commercial pulled. He gets it pulled on some channels, but we don't know if it got pulled completely because the movie ends with him like screaming on the phone. So that was Halloween 3. This movie was really weird and out of place for the series, but I kind of liked it. I know a lot of people don't like this one because they called it Halloween 3 and there's no Michael Myers, but it's stupid, but it's kind of fun at the same time. I feel like this movie would be more of like a classic if they did not call it Halloween 3. Like if they called it just Season of the Witch and didn't make it a part of the Halloween franchise at all, people would probably like it. I'm not gonna lie. But back then people really didn't like it because Michael Myers wasn't in it, and he returns in the 4th movie. But I am kind of curious what this series would have ended up like if they went the anthology route after this one. But yeah. Next time I'm going to be reviewing Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Thanks for watching, I'll see you guys then.